Love 99.5 FM on Facebook. That's how you can find us. And we have our WhatsApp number. It's 05511119995. That's our WhatsApp number. It's 05511119995. And our telephone lines are 03220-83596, 03220-83597, and 03220-83598. These are the avenues by which you can be part of our conversation. Now, the song just gone by is a music titled Popular featuring Playboy Carti, and I hope that you enjoyed that tune. So today is the 27th of January. I'm sorry, today is the 10th of January. So 17 days away from today will be the 27th of January. Now, on the 27th of January, the NPP will hold its parliamentary primaries where vetted aspirants will be voted upon to elect people who will represent the party during the 2024 presidential and parliamentary elections. And for this morning, it's about the parliamentary elections. Now, we have engaged with many of the aspirants who have shared their vision by way of what they intend to do for their constituency if they should be elected on the ticket of the NPP. Now, they also, have shared with us concerns and challenges they have found in their various constituencies and how they intend to fix the problem. This morning, one of the aspirants for the Oforikrom Constituency is Nelson Owusu Ansah. Nelson Owusu Ansah is the Deputy CEO, National Youth Authority. I take it again. He is the CEO, that's the Deputy CEO, National Youth Authority, and he is also the former Ashanti Regional Youth Organizer. He is with me in the studios of Love 99.5, and we're going to have a conversation. Nelson, good morning to you.
Good morning, David.
And how are you doing?
I'm doing good.
It's been a very, very long time. I don't know whether you've been avoiding me. I know that once you are appointed to man that office as Deputy CEO for the NYA, I know there's a lot on your plate. But at least in your time,
yeah, David, indeed. I mean, but we have been meeting somewhere else. I won't mention it, but
I don't want anybody to have any funny thoughts. We meet at church.
Actually. But the truth is that the challenge that some of us have. First of all, let me say a very good morning to your listeners this morning
and viewers as well, because they're watching.
We are also live on Facebook. Yeah. And so for those who have had the time to join us, I say a very good morning, Afishapa, to everybody. Yeah, David, it is true. I haven't had enough time, particularly to be in the studios for us to engage as from time to time we used to do. But that is also as a result of the challenges that some of us are carrying on our shoulders, because if the youth of Ghana are entrusted in your hands, and we are talking about a population that is almost 40% of the total population as at 2021 population and housing census, it tells you that there is an enormous task, responsibility on your shoulders to carry. And if you talk about the youth, they are the segment of the population that is most challenged with a lot of the problems, and so you are always on the move trying to find ways that you can support. But we are around. Good
for you to have made time to join us in the studios of Love 99.5. And when I engage with aspirants for the Oforikrom Constituency, it is kind of personal for me, because where I work, Love FM Multimedia, is in this constituency, Oforikrom. Where I live is also in the Oforikrom Constituency. So when I have the opportunity to engage with the MP or an aspirant like yourself, it gives me joy. Now, I introduced you and said you are the Deputy CEO of the National Youth Authority. As I said, that you are the former, Regional Youth Organizer for the NPP. That's not enough. Let me give you a minute or two. Tell my listeners, especially the people of the Oforikrom constituency, who Nelson, Owusu Ansah is.
Yeah, David, thank you very much once again. You are right. I'm the Deputy CEO, National Youth Authority, and I'm also the former Ashanti Regional Youth Organizer. Yeah. But even before I became the Regional Youth Organizer, I was the Ashanti Regional Deputy Youth Organizer. Actually, I deputized Justin Kudiafrimpong lawyer, who is now General Secretary from 2014 to 2018. And so when he was the Regional Youth Organizer, I was his deputy. Currently, I am the national training coordinator for our party at the headquarters. So all workshops, seminars, training programs that are organized to build capacities of party members and all of that are things that I put together and actually see to the organization of it. Besides that, I have also worked severally, even in my school days. I was the TESCON president back at KNUST. Out of my 4 years that I spent on campus, I was president for 2 years. I have also worked in the constituency here almost all my entire young and adult life. I have been a grassroots person. We started not just becoming youth organizers and deputy youth organizers. We started trying to paste posters supporting the party with all our heart, with all our might. After all, our party's foundation is built on service. And so if you had the opportunity to serve, then you must be privileged, because that is how the forefathers of this party managed to secure the foundation that we have right now. And that for me has been a learning curve that I have followed all my life as I journey through my political life. Then I have also been a polling station youth organizer. If you are very familiar with the organogram, the structure of our party, we do have at the very base the polling station executives. They are on the ground. They are actually the ones who are doing campaigning day in, day out, and making sure that they do the mobilization to help the party win an election. And so it is a very formidable structure within the party. I worked there as a polling station youth organizer on KNUST campus, so municipal polling station. At that time, when I started 96, it was just one polling station. Now we have 3 there. Then when the party in 2009 restructured itself, they created another structure called the electoral area, and that electoral area had electoral area coordinator coordinating between the polling station structure and the constituency executives. Then again, I got the opportunity to serve as the first electoral area coordinator for KNUST electoral area, again on campus, and many other portfolios that I have held. Indeed, in 2017, after we had won the election, one of the things we do for the party is to assess the performance, whether we win or not. It is something traditional that we do. We set up a committee to investigate, to find out exactly what went right and what went wrong, what can be done better next time. And I must say that humbly, out of the 10 people national party put together to investigate and write a report, I was the youngest member of that committee, and many other positions that by God's grace and by the privileges that the party has given me, I have been on to serve my dear party.
Well, I'm happy that you said something about the elections, and in the last elections, in the 2020 elections, in the Oforikrom Constituency, the NPP lost, by some 3.4% margins. I mean, as to compared to the 2016 elections.
Exactly.
And then the NPP gained some 3.5%. They did some improvement in the 2020, elections. Now we'll get to that, but having given us this beautiful portfolio of yours as to what you've done for the party and all that, why do you really want to put yourself up for the MPship in the Oforikrom constituency?
David, I indicated that it's all about service. For us, that is how the people who mentored us in politics taught us. At every point in time, you must have a vision, and that your vision must be underpinned by service. So for me, it is all about serving, but serving on a different capacity. So having gone through all the structures, every single structure within our party's own organogram, I have been there and I have served the party. So I think that it is time for me, with all the knowledge, the experiences that I have gathered over the period, and that is the essence of it. You know what is happening in our party right now. Regrettably, and I must say so, we have 18 of our most experienced parliamentarians and politicians bowing out of parliament. For me, that is a major concern. You cannot say that they have been there for so long, so they must go. They must go. So what is the exit strategy? What is the exit plan? So as they exit, the party must have a strategy. The party must have a plan so that we can also have a very formidable people who can replace them and also represent the party adequately in the August House of Parliament. For me, if we do not look in that direction, then as a party, we may lose it when it comes to the parliamentary
and one of affairs. The members of parliament who is not going to go anymore is the same Oforikrom Constituency, Dr. Emmanuel Mafo is not going anymore.
Absolutely.
And I'm sure that's one of the reasons why that you have put yourself up, because there's an opportunity now. Because if maybe he has still wanted to go, I don't know whether you would have put yourself up again against him.
Well, I'm not too sure about that, but what I can say is that from where I sit, we cannot look at our first Deputy Speaker of Parliament, a very strong Joe Owusu, very strong man. Look at the way he conducts himself on the floor of Parliament. Look at the venerable Oseicheme Sabonsu Swami, Member of Parliament. Look at our own Dambuchi, having served the party, having served in Parliament, having served as a minister, both under Kufuor and under Nana. He is also bowing out. If you go to the Western region, we have the Jogate, Honorable Jogate also bowing out. Afro North, South, East, Southwest, they are all bowing out. And so you ask yourself, what is the strategy that the party is putting in place? That is why some of us who have had the opportunity to grow within the structures, grow within the party's own training, we think that it is time for us to put ourselves out there, not just to serve our people in the constituency, but also have a very good representation in the August House, because it's very important. You witnessed what happened in 2021 when they were electing the speaker. And the struggles that we went through. We have learned through that, and we think that this time around something radical must be done. And one of the ways I propose is for the party members, the grassroots members, the polling station executives begin to realize that we are not just serving the party in the constituency, but we're also serving the party and the entire country in the August House. So whoever you are electing, ask yourself, can the person really represent my party well? Can the person really make an impact on the floor of Parliament? And that is one of the things that I think my dear and cherished delegates must be looking out for.
Is it about representing your party very well? You're not there to represent necessarily your party. You are there for your constituents. Now, in Parliament, there are occasions where people say, oh, because the party says this, all the members of Parliament have to toe that same line. But if it's not going to serve a greater good, do you have to toe that line because you're a party person?
No, the people of Oforikrom voted for whoever was put forward by the New Patriotic Party to represent it. So in their own understanding, estimation, this is a person they trust to represent them. So the views that he espouses on the floor are the views that are presumed to be views that the people support. Of course, if you're a member of Parliament and there is a very germane issue on the floor and you need to come back and consult with your constituents, talk to your constituents and find the views of your constituents very responsive, input it in your presentation on the floor. That is one of the critical areas. After all, one of my areas, my pet areas, is representation. It's about stakeholder engagement and the rest of it. So it's one of the things that I'm going to do, integrate it in my work as a member of Parliament, given the opportunity. Because if you do not consult, and I'll tell you a story. You remember the former finance minister, Honorable Kojo Banredu. I mean, he told a story, and I find it very instructive, that he wanted to undertake developmental projects in 3 communities within the constituency. And so he started engaging with the community in order to know exactly what they need for him to also go ahead and implement it. Now, this is what happened. The first community, the usual, our roads are not good, we need our schools, we need chairs and the rest of them. He went to the second community, and shockingly, they said they need chairs for funerals. These are some things that you may not even imagine. Think of if you are considering issues that we think will be very appreciated when implemented. But they said, no, we want chairs. And apparently the sociological underpinnings are that the first community has their own community chairs. The third community also has same, but the one that is sandwiched between the two communities, they don't have. So anytime they have a funeral, they have to rely on either the first community or the last community, and so they have the bragging rights over them, and that is why they wanted to liberate themselves. So we need the toilet, we need the water, we need the rules, but give us our freedom first. Give us our chairs for funerals first before any other developmental project. So if you want to be a good representative of your people, consultation must be integral part of the work that you do.
In case you're wondering whose voice you're listening to on radio this morning, it belongs to Nelson Owusu Ansah. He's an aspirant for the Oforikrom Constituency. On the 27th of January, he's expecting delegates of this constituency to elect him to represent this constituency. So he will represent you in Parliament in 2025. Now, Nelson Owusu Ansah is currently the Deputy CEO of the National Youth Authority. Now, Nelson, from all indications, it looks as if, before I even go there, I'd like to say this. You mentioned that 18 experienced parliamentarians are not vying anymore. And one of them, like you rightly mentioned, is Swami. For the information of our listeners, tomorrow, Maxwell Ofosu-Boakye, who is the MCE for Swami, will be joining us in the studios of Love 99.5. He's also an aspirant for the Swami constituency. He will be joining us for a conversation tomorrow. So please note it down and make a date with us tomorrow morning. What is a dream for this constituency? What is a vision for the Oforikrom constituency? Why should people, that for now, the delegates, consider you out of the other four that you are competing with?
David, I wish time would allow me to go through the entire vision that I have for Oforikrom people, given the opportunity. But let me just use the few minutes we have to run through a few of them. The first and foremost vision I have is targeting the communities that are within the constituency, particularly the 13 communities that are surrounding the university. And that is where the problems are, many of the problems. And I say so because I consider Oforikrom as a very, it's a youth constituency, because we have 4 universities in this constituency. We have the KNUST, we have the Valley View, you have UCOMS, and we have the NASFORD at Bomso. These are the universities that are training our young people for tomorrow, for today and for tomorrow. And so we have a preponderance of young people coming in, but we do not have any empirical data that shows that indeed the communities on whose land the universities are sitting have really indeed benefited, and they have had the demonstration effect of the university on them. Once you have such a huge institution within your vicinity, there must be a demonstration effect. There must be an impact. The question is, has there been any work done to indicate that these communities on whose land the universities are sitting have really had that kind of benefit from the university? We need to delve into that.
What benefits? Give me specifics. When says,
I'm coming to that. Right. Linking that to education. So we are talking about young people. So are the young people who are attending schools at Apiedu, Kokobing, Buedi, Emena, are these young people also getting opportunity to even benefit from the university in terms of education? Are they really getting tertiary education? That is a question I'm asking. I think that we need to do some work there. And that is one of the areas I think I would want to focus on.
But shouldn't people pass the examination, qualify, apply, and be admitted in there? You need to earn it. It should not be given to you because you belong to the constituency.
Yeah, it is very important. I agree that it must be on merit basis. But what I'm saying is that, are we doing any work to check whether there is that demonstration effect?
So that is what kind of work are you talking about? When you say work, what
no, we need to sit down. We need to sit with the communities. We need to engage with the communities. We need to engage with the traditional leaders of the communities and engage with the university as well, because these are the major stakeholders we are talking about, to find out indeed if there is that nexus between the community and the university. We need to establish the nexus. We need to establish the connection, that if you are sitting, they see people come in and go. People come in and go. People are now taking their lands, building on their lands, and the rest of them. And so many of them, if you go to Ayedrias, if you go to Kote, if you go to Emenab, and the rest of them, Many of them are retreating, giving way for the university community, the workers there and the students there to take over their properties. That is what is happening there now. So we need to sit down and do engagement. If I sit on radio today and say that I understand the entirety of the issue, that may not be true. But one of my critical steps I would want to take is to create that nexus between the university and the communities that are around it. And that for me is very critical. Understanding the issues so that we can have some of these young people who are seeing people come and go also benefiting from the university. That is very wide. In terms of the education, my vision is that unless you don't want it, once you want to proceed to the tertiary level, there must be a way out. So we tackle it from both angles. If their performance is not allowing them to go, as a member of parliament, there must be an intervention from me. What is it that is preventing them from passing the exam so that they can get the opportunity to go? I would intervene there. Again, we would have to intervene at the level of the university to find out what is it that they are giving, or the local component, the benefit that there must be a quota for them. I know that there's some quota. Is it enough? When was the quota established? Have we reviewed it over time? We need to do that for the people. It's very critical. Because I have lived around for so many years, almost 40 years, and I do know the challenges in the system. Again, the university is not really, the core objective is to train the human resource of this country, but they're also creating job opportunities, right? So these job opportunities, how are the community, the indigents around, the constituents, the people are getting these opportunities? It may just be a cleaning job, it may be a security job, it may be an administrative job, it may be any other job, but are we really formally structuring it such that if you have 10 opportunities, at least you can consider the constituents to have about 4 or 5 of them? Is this something that we are looking at? Is this something that we can do? This is what I call engaging and understanding the issues, and it's something that I'm going to do. Again, it's about jobs and then other opportunities that young people are yearning for. Not everybody can have the CV and write a letter to go and look for any job anywhere, but others are also looking for some entrepreneurial opportunities so that they can establish themselves. Little training, little support that will help them to be able to come up so that they can create their own jobs, create opportunities for other young people is very critical. So it's not just about giving one person an opportunity. That is why entrepreneurship is my pet area. Because once you give a job to one person to create his own opportunity, most likely is going to create 10 more opportunities for other people. And by so doing, what you are doing is that you are trimming down the numbers, the numbers that are on the street looking for job. It's very, very critical. And so we need to have a structured approach of dealing with that. I cannot go into all the nitty-gritties, but it's one of the critical focus. But having said all of this, one of the things that I want to emphasize is left with 2 things, at least for this morning, is security. Now we have the first years in. On Saturday, the continuing students are also coming in. Whenever students are around, we have some of these miscreants, the robbers, coming in and attacking them. And they are also not just attacking the students, they are attacking the inhabitants, they are attacking the constituents. Day in, day out, stabbing people, robbing people of their mobile phones, of their laptops. These are young people, 17, 18, 19, that have come to school. And if you traumatize them this way, how can they have the peace of mind to even learn? So it's one of the things that we need to do. Perhaps, I have talked through it, that we need to have, and I must say that a big thank you to His Excellency. We have our district command here. We used to be under Zongo. Now we have our district command. And so our own Oforikrom district command just at the KNUST police station. But we need to establish a lot more police posts, a lot more police stations within almost every community. Is it
just about having police posts or stations? Is that what's going to do the trick? Or we need to go beyond having just a post and have some patrols done in the community?
Yes, I was going to that. Okay. I was going to that. That having the structures itself is not the security, but you need to have the personnel manning the structures. So lobbying to get a lot more personnel posted to the vicinity, because the population on campus alone is over 100,000. We need to have that. And so once you get the post, then the police will also have the infrastructure to support the work that they do. So first and first. The second thing is going beyond that to have the petrol system. So as a member of parliament, if you have your common fund allocation and you need to get a lot more motorbikes to support them, a lot more accoutrements that will make them comfortable and as an enabler for them to do their work, you do that. Then the next thing is also dipping the community work dog. So it's a complementary service. Once we have some community work dogs around, but some of them are not motivated enough to carry on with the responsibility that they are volunteered to do. What can be done so that we can have some of these work dog communities all over the communities around, so that they will complement the work that the police will be doing? Unfortunately, the Ghana Police Service has a whole outfit responsible for that, community policing. And so once we have this structure there already, it is up to us to also take advantage of that. Whatever support as a member of parliament I need to provide so that we can have some of these watchdog communities complementing the police work within the vicinity, we will be doing that. David, this is NP's legacy project. I call it Oforikrom Development Union. I have been through the system and I've been around. If you want to have a sustainable development program, it must outlive the member of parliament. You must have a sustainability approach of development. We come and sit on your radio. We will say so many things. When I come, I will do A, I will do B, I will do C. So the person lives one day, and you know that politics, one day, the people will kick you out. You will go. But what is it that you did that will be a memoriam? What is it that you did that continuously would outlive whether NPP or NDC? So I think that as a member of parliament, once you have the platform, you can also have the opportunity to mobilize all the major stakeholders here to put together a major developmental organization I call the Oforikrom Development Union. That is going to be a single vehicle, a development vehicle that is going to propel us to achieve many of the things that I have said. Yes, the government will do its bit. Everybody is going for the same cake that is there. It's not big anyway. So government interventions are there. We will continue to chase them. We will continue to lobby for them. We will continue to ask for our share of the development cake. But the point is that you may not have it all. We still have road concerns in the constituency.
No, we have a lot of road concerns.
Yes, we do. I agree with you. Unfortunately, a lot of some of these roads are being tackled. We admit that some of the contractors have less sight, and that is a discussion for another day. But at least there's some effort happening on the ground. But no matter what it is, you will still have some of these challenges with us. You will still have schools yearning for support. You still have hospitals looking for support. You still have young people looking for opportunities everywhere. Can the MP alone do it all? Fortunately, here at Oforikrom, we are not bereft with human resource. If you go to the university community right now, people are ready to donate themselves, ready to volunteer themselves, give their ideas, help you to establish that formidable structure called the Oforikrom Development Union. And so I can come to multimedia here and ask that I need a media person to be on that development platform. Bring your idea. Let us share the ideas. Let us find a way that we can outsource. And you know the opportunities that I have identified. If you go to the multinationals, the multilaterals, the private companies, the organizations, the CSOs, the NGOs, they are all having numerous opportunities. They just need a credible platform so that they can come in to support you. And that is one of the things that we have not looked at. Many other jurisdictions, if you go, the government is undertaking this project all right, but they are also looking beyond what the government is doing and bringing in a lot more support.
I have heard you. And somebody will sit and say, well, all the things that you are enumerating sounds very nice to the ears. But will you be able to implement them given the opportunity? I began my introduction by saying that we've engaged with a lot of the aspirants. When it comes to this constituency, that's the Oforikrom Constituency, we have engaged with Jemfi Nkrumah Ejabo. We spoke to Claudia Kwarting Lumo on Monday. And they all talk about brilliant, beautiful ideas. For example, Claudia was able to tell us on radio that she was a person that was able to, facilitate the, the AstroTurf in the constituency. I did my cross-checking as well, and indeed it is true. Claudia says, well, she's been able to lobby, and some roads are being done. I mean, if you listen to Edrabo, for example, he will tell you that, listen, he within the 2 years as MP for the area, will make sure that all the roads in the areas are, constructed. What I'm driving at is this. You need to be well connected. You need to have people you can go to and engage with and say, listen, I'm the MP for this area. I need this and that for my people. You are so well connected such that when you are lobbying for things, you'd get them. What makes you think and believe that you have what they don't have and can deliver more than they can deliver?
I think that first and foremost is the ideas. Ideas rule the world. I think that I have the ideas and I have the passion to pursue the ideas and make sure that whatever I have put on paper, and I've put my vision on paper so that I'll be judged by that, given the opportunity to serve. So the ideas are very important. The kind of ideas I have, if I get the opportunity with the passion that I carry, I think that I'll be able to do a lot more. But with coming back to your question on connection, whether you are connected or not, I must say that you have, rightly mentioned my portfolios. To say that you are a deputy CEO of the National Youth Authority means that you must be connected before you got that appointment right. I don't need to sit on radio to mention names of people that I know or they know Nelson. But I must say that from the president to the last person, I have worked with everybody in this government. We work together in opposition. I am a typical politician, I must admit that. But we were in the trenches together with them. I've worked with His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia together in opposition. All these was the entire 3 terms that he was elected as the running mate. I have worked with him, and so he knows me. I know him. I know his wife. I don't need to mention names. Every single person who is in this government and also in the party. Remember, if your party is in power, it is the members of the party who are also in government, right? And so these are people that are grown up. I've just told you that the general secretary was my boss. He was the deputy, the regional youth organizer. I was his deputy. Yeah. And so I don't need to. Nana B is more or less my
I hear you.
So I'm just saying that I don't need to have to sit on radio to mention that I know A, I know B before I can serve my people.
I hear you. I also spoke, I'm rushing a bit because of time. And listeners, you can join us now on 03220-83596, 03220-83597, and 03220-83598. Those are our numbers. We're speaking to Nelson Owusu Ansah. He is an aspirant for the Oforikrom constituency. And if you have any contribution or any question for him, I'm sure that he would more than gladly give you responses to them. Our WhatsApp number is 055-1111-995. You can send in your contributions as well. Now, we spoke to the Ghana National Fire Service. Unfortunately, in this constituency, this big constituency, we don't have a fire tender. So when there's a fire outbreak, you have to call on other places to see if we can get a fire tender. For me, it's a big problem. How do you intend tackling it? I'm told that we have a caller on the line. So let's go to the phone lines and engage with our callers. I'll come back to get a response for you on that bit of the fire tender and other issues as well. Hi, good morning.
Good morning, Auntie.
Yes, boss. And you are welcome, sir. Let's hear you.
Yeah, Abuji, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, Abuji, Rasmusini, Mekachi. I'm bad. When I came to Kumasi, I saw your posters. I said, good. But I think with Oforikrom, I know we've been friends right from those in the year 2000 upcoming. But this place we have a big problem, and unfortunately, Dr. Mafu has disappointed a lot of people in this constituency. But what I'm going to say right now is that we don't need people who come and tell us a whole lot of stories. We need people who are action oriented. I know you are one of that type of people since you've been friends, but I think you have a lot of work to do. If you are given the chance by the delegates, you have a lot of work to do based on what Dr. Mafu has done in this constituency, and I really throw my support behind you. Maybe.
Well, Erasmus, thank you very much. Time is not our friend, so let's keep it simple and straightforward. Kwame is next on the line. Hi, Kwame. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning, David.
Yes, let's hear you, sir.
I must say I'm really impressed listening to your guest. He's very eloquent and very knowledgeable. I'm sorry I didn't join early. What I really want to know is his achievement. What has he been able to do in the past that makes him believe when given the opportunity he'll be able to deliver? Thank you, David.
Well, thank you very much, Kwame. You're talking about achievement. He'll give you a response shortly. Tony is on the line. Hi, Tony.
Yeah, good morning.
Tony, please do me a favor. Turn down the volume on your radio set for me and then go ahead, please.
Good morning.
Morning, sir.
Good. The gentleman in the studio sounded as though he trying to let us think that the constituents or the people who living around there, it is a right that they should go to the university. Like you rightly pointed out to him that you need to pass. See, sometimes some of these people come, they want to do something that will be pleasing to the electorate to vote for them. Because for that particular thing that he's talking of, the people having the right, I don't know what he's trying to say. And also, I don't even think you need to be an MP to organize watchdog committees, and those things are for the assemblymen and so. So some of the things he's talking, for me, it's not inspiring at all. Thank you.
Well, those are the thoughts of Tony, who joined us on the phone lines. I'm told I will pick just one more call. Patrick is next on the line. Hi, Patrick. Good morning.
Hello. Good morning, David.
Welcome, Patrick. Let's hear you, sir.
Yeah, my name is Patrick Adakor. I'm calling from Achumamen.
Okay.
David, I think it's high time we give these young guys opportunities to represent us in Parliament. Nelson, I've known Nelson from Tescon as a president, and that guy is a hard-working guy. He's a very dedicated guy. I think he should be given an opportunity, and he will represent the people of Oforikrom very, very, very well. I've known him from school, and he's just a fantastic guy, and his politics are on point. I think he should be given an opportunity. Nelson, he's our man. Thank you.
That's Patrick there. So let me talk about the achievement bits, the question that was asked by Kwame.
Yes, I don't know the achievement in terms of what I have contributed to the constituency or to my party.
Whichever way you want to tackle it.
But one of the things that I have not reneged on is assisting to help young people who are looking for opportunities in terms of job employment. Just recently, we have a STEP program, Skills Towards Employability and Productivity, that I came to help with a total of 40 young people, giving them opportunity to go through learning a trade. So about 4 selected trade areas they were put into it. The entirety of the amount required paid and also resourced very well. We gave them the tools that after the training they can start with. This is, for me, one of the ways that we can intervene. Not just that. I was also the regional director for Youth Employment Agency. I think I forgot to mention that. From 2017 to 2019. And I must say that during that period, my constituents benefited a lot. If you see the young people helping and assisting the police service on the streets, these are young people that are assisted to secure the job. And so instead of they being at home, it's important that we assist them that way if there's any opportunity. The constituents are benefited from it. There is another program that we call Community Health Workers program. We call it CHIW. Now, we have a lot of young ladies, young men who took the opportunity and they were put into that. Many other people that we are giving permanent job in government or whatever in. And I've assisted also in many other ways. Some of them are just between myself and my people, my delegates.
I hear you.
And so I cannot sit on radio and mention them. But I think the questioner said that I don't need to be mentioning watchdog and whatever. I mean, if we are a member of parliament and we are a responsible member of parliament, then you must be building your network, your stakeholder network very well, including major stakeholders like the assembly members. And then not just that, the unit committee members. They are the people always around with the people. And so why don't you now engage with them? So if I say so, I'm not just saying that I'll do everything alone. I have said, and I've said over and over again, that we need to have a major stakeholder engagement to be able to chart the path that we want to chart. And so, yes, I will do that. And that is complementary. We still have our assembly members around, right? But we still have security challenges. So for him to say that we have assembly members, so have a member of parliament, you don't have any business whatsoever when it comes to security matters within your constituency, then I beg to differ.
But I haven't talked about security again. Let's talk about street lights that are not functioning in this constituency. Many of our street lights are not working. Many of the traffic lights are not working.
I agree. I agree with you. I have also experienced that. I just live across the road, and so I know what it means and what it feels when the security lights are not working.
So with the limited, lights available, limited traffic lights available, if the delegate should vote you on the 27th, then you should enter Parliament. How will you ensure that street lights will work? Because I pay my street light levy anyway. How will you ensure that the traffic lights will work? Because there are areas around the constituency where people tell you that accidents occur on a daily basis because traffic lights don't work. So if given the opportunity to represent us in Parliament, how would you go about it to ensure that the traffic lights are working, street lights are working? Because it's also part of security.
David, there are two things involved here. One, areas that are without the security lights at all. They don't even have. And the areas that have security lights, but they are not functioning. And so for those areas that do not have security lights, as a member of parliament, your job is to work with the municipal assembly, the municipal chief executive, to be able to address that concern. And you must do so through the energy ministry. And that's something that we are going to pursue rigorously. It's part of the security concerns that we need to integrate. The next thing is that we do not even have the mechanism of repairing and ensure that the malfunction or the dysfunctional security lights would be repaired. And that is where sometimes I think that we need to do better as a people. The municipal assembly, together with the energy ministry, or even it is the urban rules, how do we ensure that we have a system in place that is robust enough to ensure that we have some of these repairs done? And that is something that, as a member of parliament, as I said, that because of the population we have, we are the third largest in terms of population within the Ashanti region, in terms of the voter population. 127,000 as at 2020 elections. And so we cannot be in a situation where we do not have even security lights repaired or fixed or even installed. And that is something that we will focus on together with the municipal assembly, with the urban rules, and also ensuring that we connect very well with the energy ministry to address that. But I've also mentioned the issue of the Oforikrom Development Union. There are many things we could do by ourselves if we get a functional system in place that is apolitical, that is bigger than the member of parliament pursuing the development agenda. Some of these small concerns can be dealt with by the development organization that I am proposing. Once you are able to source for funding, then you can have the necessary funds to get people to support you to be able to get these things.
What about my fire tender issue, which of course is a big concern?
Yeah, the fire tender issue is also very germane, and I must say that it is very regrettable. But I do know that we used to have one, because I live just around there. We used to have one, but I'm sure maybe it is out of use. That is why we do not have it now. If it is out of use, then we are going to chase and find out exactly what the problem is. I have not done the investigation yet, so if I sit on the radio to say that this is the nature of the problem, I must be saying something that is untrue. But let me finish on that. We need to find out exactly where that fire tender is. If it's something that is repairable, we will repair and make sure that it comes back to power. Again, working with the health ministry, working with the necessary stakeholders, we need to bring it back to be able to work. But I also do know that every single municipality was given a fire tender. Every single municipality. So I do know that Oforikrom should have a fire tender.
It's broken.
So we will be working towards that. We will be working towards that.
Well, Ralph Njedu, I'm told, is listening to us, and he says hi to you. So Dr. Ralph Njedu, KNUSC, says hi. And what would you want to say to the delegates out there?
Yes, to my delegates, I say the time is now. The elections we are going for me, is not an election to elect a parliamentary candidate, but beyond that, you are electing someone who is going to be ultimately the member of parliament for Oforikrom. This is a stronghold for the New Patriotic Party. No matter what, whoever we select on 27th is going to be ultimately the member of parliament for Oforikrom come 7 January 2025. I'm entreating you. You are 1,183 going to decide for the generality of the population of Oforikrom. Please reflect. Sit down. Assess all of us who indeed can represent you very well. Who indeed has gone through the mill? Who have you trained? Who have you worked with over the years? Who understand the concerns? Who is a grassroots person? Who really can articulate on the floor of parliament your concerns? That would also ensure that you also get your share of the development that we are looking out for. And so Nelson Owusu Ansah is second on the ballot. As you go to the polls on the 27th, do not forget about service to party. Do not forget about competence. Do not forget about party. Our party is our concern. For me, beyond everything, is about someone who will be able to generate the needed vote, lead you to the battlefield, get and garner the needed vote for the party to win power one touch. And David, I say so because the history of this country shows, the electoral history, that if you are an incumbent party and you go for any runoff, you are likely not to come back. So for me, my objective is to ensure that the needed vote we need to secure in Oforikrom to complement all other votes to enable my party be in power is something that I'm going to lead my people to Ghana for.
If the delegates don't vote for you, is there going to be a runoff?
Don't.
If the delegates, I'm speaking hypothetically here, if they don't vote for you, is that to suggest that there's going to be a runoff?
No, whatever it is, we are going to put our hearts on the ground and work for the party.
I hear you.
We cannot sit aloof. We will work for the party, whatever the outcome may be. We will continue to work
Nelson
for the party.
Owusu Ansah is an aspirant for the Oforikrom Constituency. 17 more days to go. He says, listen, vote for him. Tomorrow we would have Maxwell Fosu Boachi. He's the MC for Swami. He'll be joining us in the studios tomorrow for a conversation, and he would also be telling us why he thinks that the delegates ought to give the mandate to him. You know already that Mosechi Mensah Bonsu is not going anymore, so he will be on, tomorrow to talk to us. So for the people of the Swami area, listen, your guy will come on tomorrow. Well, around this time of the year, we know you are looking forward to what MTN has in store for you. Well, that's because it's the season of surprises. Season of surprises on MTN is here. Now, when you get amazing Christmas gifts for talking, texting, and browsing, like you always do. So the Christmas is over, but we're still enjoying the New Year. So this MTN season of surprises brings with it fun activities and giveaways such as smartphones, shopping vouchers, bonus data for mobile and fiber broadband customers, speed shopping on MTN Pulse, discounts when you buy smartphones, and many other gifts to spice up for your festive season. So for movie lovers, you also get loads of free Movie Mania tickets and special passes to the premiere of Aquaman courtesy MTN Pulse. Keep an eye on your socials for all the juicy information because it is a Christmas that keeps giving. Only on MTN. Terms and conditions apply. Well, I know that the Christmas is over. You have some bills to pay. Let me tell you, if you're looking for a quick fund to solve your urgent financial needs, look no further. There's a place you ought to go to. The place is called the CBG. Now, CBG is offering you the opportunity to bridge your income gaps with no hassle. Access up to 400,000 Ghana cedis and make payments for your rent, your school fees. Kids are back to school. They are on campus right now. Some of them are looking for hostels. Some of them are looking to pay their school fees. For you, maybe it has to do with payment of some hospital bills, some maintaining some vehicles and stuff like that. Visit their 114 branches nationwide to sign on to their personal salary loan, their salary advance, that is payday loan, the personal overdraft and controller loan, and enjoy competitive rates and flexible terms of repayment. For further enquiries, you can call CBG on 0302 216-000. You can send them a mail at talktous@cbg.com.gh. The email address is again talktous@cbg.com.gh, or you can visit any of their social media handles, and they have Facebook, they have Instagram, they have X, which is formerly Twitter. Terms and conditions apply. CBG, as always, they stand with you. Go get your loan and enjoy it. Now, Royal Foam wishes all their customers a Merry Christmas and a prosperous New Year. So Christmas is over, the New Year is here, so they wish you a prosperous New Year. Now, this festive season, they've got some exciting news for you, especially if you are in the market for a good night's sleep. And that's why Royal Foam is offering an exclusive deal just for you, their valid customers. Buy from their newly opened factory showroom and receive a fantastic 10% discount. But hold on, it gets even better, because instead of giving you that 10% discount in cash, Royal Foam Mattress has something special in store for you. Now, you will receive a voucher for the 10% discount on any other products of your choice at the newly opened ultra modern showroom. So picture this. You save on your dream mattress, and then you get to choose from an array of high quality products like the sofa beds, the bed sheets, the curtains and carpets at their showroom, all at an additional 10% discount. It's like a double treat for you and your home. How about that? And let's not forget that the outstanding quality of Royal Foam mattresses are still there. They are known for providing the ultimate comfort and support for a restful night's sleep. If you're not able to enjoy your night's sleep, it's because your mattress are bad, or it's bad. Change it. So not only will you be investing in a great night's sleep, but you'll also be able to pick up something special for your home with that exclusive voucher. To take advantage of this amazing offer, head over to the Royal Foam showrooms today. Visit their showroom at the factory premises at Asakore Mampo near CCC, or you can call them on 020-227-1000. Remember, this offer is for a limited time only. So don't miss out. Treat yourself to the sleep you deserve and a little something extra for your home. Royal Foam Mattress, rest is definitely assured. Now, what is your preferred color of tank? Well, for me, I like the black ones. I don't know why I like the black ones, but maybe you want a green one, maybe you want a white one, maybe you want a blue one. Syntex has it. Again, if the question is posed as to what guarantee do you want, well, Syntex has that guarantee as well available for you. What kind of inner layer do you want? Some people are saying they want double inner layer, others says they want triple or quadruple. Point is, as many inner layers as you want, Syntex has that one too as well for you. So remember, no matter what your water needs are, Syntex has it. Syntex tank, you're strong and you're tough. Now, they have over 300 agents nationwide, and to order a tank, all you need to do is to just call 0244-335-168. You can also visit Syntex on social media at Syntex Ghana, or you can shop online on www.syntexgh.com. Syntex tank, as always, you're strong and you're tough. Well, Leo's got some messages for us, after which we'll be crossing over to Joy 99.7 as we take a look